Coming through, coming through, coming through the noise. I'm floating through outer space. I'm lost and I can't find a way. Oh, all the lights going dark and my hopes destroyed. Help me, is anybody there?
Look.
Save me, I'm running out of air.
Is that you on? Are you watching?
Calling out Mayday.
Oh, somebody's there.
Calling out Mayday. It's so dark out here in space. And it's been so long since I've seen a face. My eyes are
Whoever was there went away.
The void between you and me. And I feel like I'm going insane. Help me, is anybody there?
Wine glass. It is the naughty one.
I'm running out of air. Calling out Mayday. Calling out Mayday. Far from the sun, beyond stars, I hear their song. They're coming closer, talking without sound, calling me home. Calling out Mayday.
Like,
Calling out Mayday. Save me, I'm running out of air. I'm running out of air.
is that too loud outside? Is that too loud outside? All right. Hey, I wear my hot glasses at night so I can. Hey guys, how are you? It is Tuesday night and our 80s theme. I am doing this to build people up to my show. So if you haven't shared this with your friends and family, please do, because I really need the follows. I need the support. I need this strobe lights to be a little bit brighter. Hey, what do you think? A little crazier? I'm going to have a stroke or something. So, hey guys, how are you doing? I am here and I'm trying to keep my headphones from messing up my pigtails too much. So I guess I'm going to have to do it the way I used to do it before, like this. If I can keep them to stay on, that's the problem. But anyway, hey, I am here. It is Tuesday. We are still doing the 80s theme, and we are doing our 80s TV show theme song trivia. I hope that there are a few people out there interested in playing this game. It's kind of fun. I'm kind of excited about it, and I hope that you guys are too, because just going through the songs and searching through the songs, it was rather entertaining. I found to have quite a few songs that were like take you down memory lane and remind you about what it was like growing up in the 80s before we had all this. I can't get these. There we go. We'll leave them like that. It'll mess up my pigtails, but that's okay. Yeah, my pigtails come right through my hat because we were going to the lake this summer and I wanted my headphones. My headphones. I wanted my hat on, but I had pigtails. So we literally cut a hole in my hat and I decided I like it that way. And my hat, by the way, says Mama didn't raise no victim. Yep, I carry walking locked and loaded. So anyway, man, these headphones are going to drive me bonkers. Let's see if we can fix this a different way. Here we go. There we go. We'll just put them behind the pigtails. And there we go. We'll put the pigtails behind the headphones, even though I was trying to do it the other way around. But oh well, it doesn't work. It works. Sometimes you get what you want and sometimes you don't. That's the way it works. So anyway, let's get into this. I haven't had a whole lot of people coming on, but I wanted to show you guys. This is part of some of the winnings that you can win. So if you check this out, I'm going to show you really quickly. Whoops. I'm going to show you really quickly the ones behind me. If you can see these right here, these are the glasses that are part of the winnings that you can win if you okay. I don't understand sign language that way because I thought you were waving flies. My tech guy's in here telling me to turn something off. So anyway, let's get back to this. So the whole point is that you can have a couple different items that I may be giving away as part of our giveaways. So like this glass in particular right here, if you check that out, this is kind of cool. It says wine, pie, repeat. Wine, pie, repeat. And the whole point of that, come on, it's a great holiday glass, but heck, it's a year-round glass, like wine, pie, repeat daily. If you like wine and if you like pie, that would work great for that. So then we have this one here. This one's kind of cute. It says Merry Christmas and it looks like a little Christmas tree. Let's see if it'll focus in on that better. Focus, camera, focus. Hello. Camera doesn't like to focus automatically because it's focused on the background. Hello, camera. It sort of is trying to focus, but it wants to focus. It doesn't. There we go. Well, it's trying to focus, I think, on everything in the background. So we have another one here that is Santa's Little Helper. Has a little Santa hat. Says Santa's Little Helper on it. Anyway, those are some of the glasses that I would be giving away in the giveaways, and what people might win if they actually participate. So let's get to the trivia. Let's get to the 80s trivia because it is so much fun. I'm super excited about this part of it. So let's get to this part and then we can all enjoy a art design. I think I'm going to do the Santa that I didn't get to do last night. I did trim it down so it would fit better. And I learned a couple lessons last night playing with the other one. So we are going to figure it out as we go. That's why I wanted to do it like a brand new person, fresh, that just got a box. How hard is it? How easy is it? Are you going to mess it up? And I forgot to go and wash my transfer right away. So I waited a little while until after my show, and I should have put it in water like right away. But I was able to get it all cleaned off, and it came out okay. It does have some staining on it, but they said that the staining happens quite a bit. So there's a few things that I learned. We'll talk about that more when we're in there. So let's get to song number 1 on tonight's. We got 20 songs to go through. We're going to do 10 right now. Then we'll go do some art, and then we'll do the last 10. All right. Who is ready for this with me? I hope you're all ready to go. And let's get it happening. Here we go. Hold on one second. Let's go with it. Are we ready for number 1? Oh, I forgot to put the right overlay on there, so you didn't see that. So we're going to spin that again because I screwed up and didn't cover up the name. So let's try that again. You can't guess it if I tell you what it is. There is no guessing then, right? All right. This one's a fun one. This one's a cute, fun one. I remember watching this show on a regular basis with my brother, and he teased me quite often about this.
Used to be sad, used to be shy. Funniest thing, the saddest part is I never knew why. Keeping myself for nothing was my favorite sport. I had to take off and start enjoying, 'cause life's too short.
All right, so that's the first one for tonight. And I haven't gotten any submissions, so it looks like nobody won last night anything because I didn't get any submissions. The submissions are on the end of each one of my descriptions on my YouTube show, and they have to be submitted by 8 p.m. before the show starts. So I didn't get a chance to check right before the show starts and see if anything came in right before the show starts. So I will check tomorrow if somebody did. And if we didn't have enough winners, I may pick somebody if we had a few. But if we didn't have at least a couple, I can't pick anybody. So that's the whole point. I'm giving something to get something. What I need is subscribers and people to follow and watch my show and share it. And what I'm giving in return are custom made art pieces. So it's a give. It's a win-win for both of us. Anyway, let's get to the next song. Number 2. Let's go. Ooh, that was a fun show. I liked that show. I'm betting there's a lot of people that liked this show because it was very, very popular. Very popular. Let me get it going here. Come on. Hello. Let's go. Move it. All right, that is that one. We got 2 down and only 18 more to go for tonight. Let's get on to the next one. Okay, that one we already did last night, so we're going to do it again. Ooh, this is a fun one too. This one, there may be some newer people that might know this one. I don't want to give it away or anything, but there might be some people that might know this one just for a specific reason. I'm not going to say why, because some of these things, I don't want to give it away. All right. There is number 3. And now let's do number 4. Let's get number 4 going. I still haven't seen more people coming on, but hopefully we will get some more people that will come on. It's a learning curve, and I'm late to the game of YouTube, so I have to struggle a little bit to get people to start subscribing. But we're going to make this happen, and we're going to do some cool art while we're here. Okay, that one we did last night, so we are going to do another one. I didn't do my sound on time. Ooh. All right. This one's a cool one. I liked this one. I liked this show. Here we go.
Now the world don't move to the beat of just one drum. What might be right for you?
All right. That one's really, really short. It's a very obvious one, but we have to be careful because that one has the name of it in its song. So, yes, I didn't let you listen to that part. I screwed that up, I think, twice last night and let you hear the name of the song in the because a couple of them have their names in their actual theme song. So anyway, here's the next one. We are on to number 5. And we'll do that again because number 5 is the same as last night. Ooh, okay. All right, let's get that one going. This one was a really cool show. I really liked this show. This one was a little bit of probably what men would say would be more like a chick flick and as a show. All righty, that is it for number 5, and we are on to number 6. Let's keep this going so we can get to some art. We can't get to some art if we don't get this going, right? All right, here we go. All right, this is I think a lot of people watched this show, but I don't know if it got as much accolades, I guess would be the word for it, as some other shows, but that are in the same genre. But anyway, I liked it. All right, there we go. We got number 6 out of the way, and let's get to number 7. Let's go with number 7. That was a cool show that was just played that theme song. All right, this one was pretty cool too. Let's go with this one here, if I can find it. Okay. But this was a really good, this was a funny show. Very, very funny show. If I can find it in my list here. But it was super funny. Man, all of this just brought so many memories back for me. I wonder if it's doing the same for you.
Sometimes the world looks perfect, nothing to rearrange. Sometimes you just get a feeling like you need some kind of change. No matter what the odds are this time, nothing's gonna stand.
All right, there we go. Number 7. We got 2 more to do, and then we're gonna go on to some art. So, or 3 more to do technically. So just remember, if you submit your requests, I have an email that you can send it to, and all that stuff is on my YouTube, and it will be on the back of this once this one is submitted. So please submit your answers, and by 8 p.m. before my next show. All right. Well, that one we just did this one, so we're gonna, or did we? Yes, we did. We did that one at the beginning of the show, so we're not going to repeat one, so you don't get a second chance to hear it. This was a neat show. I don't think it did as well as I guess it could have done, but hey, it was still a good show. It was popular, but I don't think it lasted as long as it could have lasted. I think there was quite a few. That's why there's a lot of shows. All right, so there's that one. And it's so funny when you're seeing these or hearing these, the memories that it brings back are quite funny, because I remember that theme song like right away. And then you see the people and remember the people that were playing before in that, and then you go, wow, what a change. Anyway, let's get to the last 2 here. We got 9 and 10. We're going to do right quick, and then we'll get to some art. Oh, for the fans of the dramatic. Definitely a dramatic show. So for those that were all into the dramatic during the 80s, this one's probably for you. Here we go. I couldn't get my button to stop it, so you got a little extra on that one. I kept hitting the mouse in the wrong place, apparently. So there we go, and we got one more to do, and then we are going to go do our art project with our Santa approved. All right, we're going to do that one more time because we already did that one tonight. Oh, this was one of my favorite shows. Still is one of my favorite shows. And got into this show with a family member, and I don't know that I would ever say anything negative about this show because, man, did it make you think. Definitely a girl show, but man, was it great. I think that it was funnier than quite a few of the shows that they have today. I don't think they compare.
Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. And if you threw a party, you invited everyone you knew, you would see the biggest gift would be from me and the card.
Okay, I let that one go a little bit longer because I really like that show. Anyway, it is time for us to get to some art. Let's do it. We are going to do some art right now, and I am looking forward to all of you participating in that with us. And check this out. We got some art to go on. And in the meantime, in case you haven't listened to her or seen any of her stuff, please go and follow because she is really super funny. But check this out. All right, we are live in the art room. So check it out. So I had this set up to do a paint pour, and I'm hoping that we can get to that. I don't know that we're going to get to that tonight, but we are going to set this up on top, and we are going to, I am going to put this right here, and we are going to do this one on. I'm still going to go ahead and use my little stands because I'm used to using stands when I do my stuff. So we're still going to do that. I don't find it much different. I'm going to turn that at a little bit of an angle, and I have to take my glasses off. So you're only going to see my little hands in here. So I am going to move some of this other stuff that is in the way for doing a chalk. Okay, so one of the things that I learned, I'm going to show y'all. So as you can see, there is some stainage on here, but it did all come off. It came back sticky again. I don't think I quite got every little thing off the back, but for the most part I did. I let it sit a little bit too long before I washed it. So of course I had a little bit of an issue with that, but for the most part, it wasn't that big of a problem. And I wish I had a little bit smaller squeegees, but I don't because of, where's my box? Okay, because I wasn't able to order them. So I am going to utilize these. I don't know how well they're going to do, so forgive me if they don't work out as well as I would like, but I'm going to try that, and I hope that they will come out okay. I'm going to use, for this, I have red up here and red on the little berries, and then green will be on the leaves, and we got 3 berries down here and a leaf there. So we're going to try to do that. And there's also one right here. So that's going to be a little bit harder to get in there. And then the Santa is going to be white, all white. And then the approved I was going to do in gold. So I'm going to see how well I do with this. No promises, people. I'm brand new at this. I'm just learning like the rest of you. And that's how you learn, though, right? You learn by trial and error, and you have to figure out how it works. And you got to be Johnny on the spot. You got to be kind of quick. So we're going to use 4 different colors for this. So we're going to put our colors right here, ready to go, and we will stir them up as we go. And I'll get one more. I thought I had 4 stir sticks out, but I don't. I have 3. So now that we have 4 stir sticks, actually I got an extra one. we are going to get our art ready to go on there. So one of the things that I learned last night was using disinfectant wipes to clean your transfers afterwards and getting them in water. You don't want to let them soak. I watched one guy who does a lot of Chalk Couture stuff said don't let it sit in water because you want it to get the sticky back. And he said if you let it sit in the water for too long, it's hard to get the sticky back out of it. So we don't want to do that part. So we're going to get this ready on the sticky stick and save these. When you pull that off, make sure you have it, don't wad it up or anything or throw it away or get anything on it. Just I stick it right here in the box next to me, and then once I wash it, I can immediately put it back on there as soon as it's got a little bit dry. That guy actually puts his transfers, he goes ahead and he washes them on both sides, and then he uses this, it's like a dry erase sponge that they sell. I had one of those white eraser sponges, magic eraser sponge or whatever it's called. And I used that. So here we go. We're gonna, I don't know how centered this is gonna be, but like I said, I wish these did have a little bit of a marking on here because it's a little bit hard to get your stencil. If you want it to be centered on here, you have to kind of eyeball it. And I'm not really big on eyeballing art. I really like to have my stuff pretty centered. And even just cutting it off, I used a big cutting surface to cut it. So I cut it in one quick smooth move, but honestly, I don't think it was very straight when I got it. So our stencil is down, or our transfer, because these are really a transfer, they're not a stencil. So that's down. So now we have to look at what are we going to do? What part are we going to do first? I think we should do the red Santa first, because I think it's probably smart to go from top to bottom. Now, I don't know if some people might do a certain portion of it, let it dry, and then put their stencil back on and try to get it overlaid again in another spot to do the next part. I'm not sure if they do that. I know I did see some that just went and slapped it on where there was a lot of the stuff on in a lot of the area, and they just swiped it through and through and got it kind of thick and left it on there for a second. They didn't take it off as quickly as I did. My husband even pointed that out. He said, well, when we watched some videos on it, they got it kind of thick and didn't scrape that off right away. They let it sit for a little bit longer second. So I think I'm going to use some of this, and I am going to try my best. I don't know how well this will work. This is a trial and error to see how well this works, and I don't want to put that bloody much on a little. Well, so far that's actually working really good. And if I can keep it in that area, a little bit more there. Hello, come on. Wish there was a little, I need to put music to this part of the show, I think. All right, so I'm gonna get this part put on here. This does not work as well as a nice rubbery type of object like the squeegee. The squeegee works a little better. Now this one's going to be fun. So I got to do this in his hat. So what I would normally probably do is to do this portion and then let it dry a little bit before I did the next color, just because you've got so much in one area, and you want to keep it with, you know, whatever it is that you're doing. So I would probably do this, let it dry, come back, and maybe do it again with the next part. That's what I would probably do, but that's just me. So I'm going to scrape that off. Ooh, that scraped off nicely. And I'm going to scrape this way. I got on the green, but that's okay because I can put green over the top of that. And then I'm going to scrape away. And the other one I just scraped onto the towel because I didn't have enough to worry about it. But I'm going to scrape the Santa all the way off. I really should have done this hat red too. Maybe I'll finish that hat and do the hat real quick with the red too, because really his hat should be red. So we're going to throw this spare stuff on his hat. All right, so that kind of gives me a little bit more leeway here. Didn't think about that till last minute. Like, duh, his hat is red. We'll get that. There's the ball right down there. I can see that. Boy, keeping it from getting into the leaf is a little bit more difficult because we got the rest of it's got to be white. So yes, I think that the white will look pretty good. I'm just hoping it won't get overwhelmed with the red here. And we're going to swipe this up and away. That's why I'm wiping this off on my towel so that I can swipe up and away, because I'm trying not to get this into other stuff. Ooh, that one I did really good. So we will see how well we can do with each one of these. I think that came out much better. But check this out. Okay, so this is my second one ever to do. I had a little bit of a learning curve yesterday, and I've already got it figured out on the next day. So I think this is a really fun project that moms and dads and kids could do together. Now, I don't know, maybe I'm scraping it too much, leave it alone. As my husband says when I do all my stupid art is, leave it alone, quit messing with it. You know, I'm a perfectionist, so I will sit there and mess with it and mess with it and mess with it until I've messed with it so much that I can't do anything more with it. So we're going to take that red one out of the way, and I am going to get another little towel, and I am going to wash off my little brush here, and because obviously we go to the next color, and I'm going to do the white, or no, I'm going to do the green. We got to get that green, the small areas of green done, but the cleanup is pretty nice on these. I'm really liking the cleanup, and I'm liking the learning curve. The learning curve is not, there have been things that I've tried in the past that it took me a long time to figure out how to do it well and how to make something look really good. So I'm liking that this seems to be a quick and fairly painless learning curve. And the best part is, like I said, if you do a paint pour on a canvas and it comes out bad, unless you can find a way to fix it, which I've done with several, unless you can fix it, you could end up with it as garbage. And that is no fun, to have something end up as trash. And those are not, in my opinion, the cheapest things to just throw away. So having something like this, like if you remember last night, when we did the Stay Cozy, let me grab it real quick. When we did that one, I washed it right off and gone it was. So back to brand new, good as new. So we're going to do this one. And we have a leaf here. I'm going to try not to get it on that red. Hopefully I don't. Then we got a leaf here. And then we got a leaf right here. Then we got a leaf over here. So hopefully we have enough between all of those to go to the next one. So the hard part is making sure that you got your area right and that you didn't miss something in your picture. Really, that's all I see, is not missing something in your picture. I should have gotten that up and around, but that's okay. Well, this one might be a little green and red. Who knows? I got some green on Sandy. No, Santa, no. You can't have green. He's going to have a green nose now. Watch, I got that too close to his face. So that's all right. Like I said, this is all about learning. And like I said, I think in this particular case, I probably would plan ahead and just take that stuff and I would probably let it sit, let it dry, and then do the next layer again the next day or something like that. So that's what I would probably do with this one, because it's so intricate and you have so much on it that I would probably do this one in layers, because who knows what we got. I know I got it into Santa's face, Santa's eye. Santa's going to have some greenness in there. But that's what the joy of learning how to do something is you learn by practice. You don't learn because you already know how to do it. And I was trying to show people that this is new to me. I have not done this before. So I am learning for sure how to do this, and I will perfect it as I go. And I'm sure that the people who started doing this a while ago, they too probably said, this one needs to be layered. This is a layered effect. Or unless you want to do it as just a single color, you could do this all white and not have all these other things on there. So now we're going to do the white. The white's going to be the easiest because that one just simply is going to go kind of everywhere. And I kind of already cleaned that, so we're good there. And we're going to be generous with it. That's what I watched on several of the videos on how to do this, is to be generous. So we're going to be generous. We're going to find all the little spots where it needs to go. And they made it to where basically you couldn't see the design underneath. That's what my husband reminded me of last night. He's like, they did it where you couldn't really see. Now let's not get into the approved too, right? Let's keep it out of there. All right. Now, you can definitely feel it drying as it's going. I want to get that. I don't want to get it on there. All right, let's try to keep it off of there. All right, so now we're going to go scrape up and away. And up and away. Ooh, that's nice. We're going to scrape that one down. So far, I think this is really cool. This is really fun. And it's not that messy. I mean, it's got a little bit of a messiness to it, But the white, even going over those other colors seem to be dry enough that they're not really ending up in my chalk. Now they're going to be on Santa's face because I got a little bit of that on there. So we now have done all 3 colors in a very quick period of time. We're only going to have a short period of time left when we get back to our game so we can finish up. So we will not be able to do the paint pour again tonight, but we will do the paint pour tomorrow night for sure because I've got to do that. I've got to get those done. So we're going to do the last one here of the, oh, I forgot to wipe that off real quick. Let's get that wiped. We don't want to have white all over our stuff when we are doing gold. That's gold, not white, lady. Get your business together. Come on. But it's really neat learning something new that I haven't done before. Can't say that it's going to be perfect. That's for sure. But the beauty of it is I can clean it off. And if I don't like how it is, I can certainly do it again tomorrow and figure it out. And if I do dry this one and do it in the layers like I was talking about, then I will save that for you all so you can see how it looks when I redo it in layers. So I will let you know how that looks. But overall, I'm going to give it an approved creation. I like it. It's fun. Now we get to pull that off and see how it looks. Now, granted, getting this back on there, I would have to mark this nicely. So this, as my husband reminded me, he's like, you're supposed to pull it straight up, not at you. If I can get on the corners. Okay, so I'm going to stand up and see how I can do this. Ooh, it's stuck really, really hard. It's sticking so much that I can't hold the board down and pull up. Okay, my husband ran in here to help me. So overall, I would have to say that is definitely approved. I think a little bit of the pulling up right here was harsh. But overall, and I would probably, yeah, it's a little wet. You're not supposed to touch it while it's wet. So I can see a little bit of green got in here and on his eye. So I would probably, and the dog hair, I would probably be a little bit more careful about how I do that. The Santa came out beautiful, and that came out great. This one a little bit less because I was trying to be so gingerly about how to get in there. So I would probably do this in 2 layers. But overall, yep, and don't touch it like I just did. Swipe it. So I'll probably wash this off again. And then I will probably make this again. But I think I'm going to do the white or red. I'll probably just do with the reds and leave it. And then I'll wash off, and then I can take a Q-tip and make sure I get any of the areas that I don't want on there, and then I'll put it back on and do it again. But now it's time to go in. We've only got a few more minutes, and it is time for us to go do the last 10 of our trivia. Let's get to it. I'm on my way in there. I will be there in just a second. Hey guys, let's go. sorry, camera didn't get switched. Here we go. And we're back. We're back in this room. Again, I want to remind you, these are some of the items that will be in the giveaways. So please, please check it out. Get your friends, have them go watch the replays on YouTube or wherever, Facebook, YouTube. Just get some people to follow and submit your answers to my email, tori.albee@thetlccreativeconcepts.com. Yes, it's very long. We are working on getting that changed because it is too long. But anyway, funny story. I used to have TLC Creative Concepts without the. Still long, but the adds a little length. I used to have that. And then when my dad died, I missed paying for, I paid for it for 3 years in advance, and I missed the time to renew it. And so I lost it. And then I went to go look. Now, only recently is it gone, but for several years, my website was still up, tracking all my contact information still on it, all my art pieces still on it, everything running smoothly with an advertisement for a web development, web design company. And I did that website myself. So they were using it as an example, and you could purchase the template that I had done. So that was pretty cool, and I didn't get any credit for that. But anyway, let's get to the songs. Let's get to our next ones. Let's go. I'm excited about this because I really like these type of trivias. I love the 80s. I was an 80s girl. Come on. Of course I should love the 80s. So let's get to this one so we can, that one is off. Oh, I know why it's offset. Come on. All right. Sorry. All right. Let's get to this one right now. And we are going to get started. Let's go and make it to go spinny, spin, spin. That one we did last night, so we're going to do it again. All right. I remember this show. I actually liked this show. It was kind of fun. Again, are any of you getting like the memories of the 80s? If you're an 80s person like me, getting some of that, nostalgia going on and saying, oh, I remember this. I remember watching these, or I remember seeing this. I don't know. It definitely brings some back for me. So here we go. Why do we not have any sound? Let me find out why I have no sound, because we should have, because I turned the button off. That's why. You can't turn the button off and then not remember to undo the button. Here we go. All right, there you go. I hope you guys know what that one is. And don't forget, if you send me your number 1 through 100, the number that we picked last night was not, nobody sent me any PMs or anything with the numbers from last night. So we're going to save that one. And hopefully I can get some people to send me their numbers and they can win an item. And that's on top of the 80s trivia. All right, so let's get going to number 12. The exact same one we just did. We'll do it again. Ooh. Now this one I think if I'm not mistaken, I think this is because it was done as a remake, but I didn't think it was in the 80s, but apparently it says it was. So if nobody gets this one, I can understand why. But some people might really get this one because it is still very popular. So here we go. For those of you that know that one, you know that one. For those of you that don't, it's because you definitely don't. You probably never watched it. That's probably why you don't recognize it, because those that did watch it, they know that theme song. We are under number 13. Okay, this was a fun one. This was a, I would consider this more like an older person TV show, but it was still a good show. I watched it every single time that I was forced to watch this show was at my grandma's. But I still recognize the theme. All right, that's enough of that one. Yeah, I was forced to watch that one when I went to my grandma's. All right, let's go on to number 14. This was a great one. I loved this show. Oh man, it is so hard to go over this with you guys and not be making like comments about the show itself. Who I liked, what I liked, some of the taglines or the idioms or whatever. You just want to say it, but I'm like biting my tongue right now. And you can't miss the name of it in the damn song. It's the whole damn song. If you did not get that one, you should not be watching my show because I don't like dumb people. So, you know, I mean, come on, that was a gimme, but I still love that show. Yeah, I still loved that show. It doesn't matter how long, you know, and this makes me want to do like an 80s revival of TV shows and sit in my living room and binge watch. If we get locked down on coronavirus again, when I'm not out protesting or fighting the anarchists, I'll binge watch the 80s TV shows. Okay, well, that one says that we did it last night. So, because I went in and I couldn't take them all out because otherwise this would get much bigger and you'd be able to read all the names. So, I'm just replacing them with done. Oh, this was a fun show, but totally one that you made fun of everything about this show. This was a literal make fun of show. I mean, I made fun of everything on this show because I thought it was absolutely ridiculous. All right, we only have 5 more to go, so let's get the last 5 before we are late getting out of here again. Well, again, for the dramatic, the people who like drama, this was definitely one of those ones for sure. I think my mom watched this show, if I remember right. I could be wrong, but I think my mom watched it.
I'll start.
It was definitely one of the 2 that were all about the drama that she watched. And I don't know. I didn't really get into it. That's the part that's so obvious for that theme song. If you watch that show, you know that theme song. All right, let's go. This was probably one of my favorite shows of all times. I loved this show like nobody's business. Yeah, this could make me talk about controversy real quick, but I loved this show. And I even learned how to play that on sax. I loved that one. It was one of my favorite shows, and it's a really cool song to play sax to as well. Anyway, next, here we go. This was a fun show. Lots of humor in this show. I mean, come on. Could you get any more fun with this one? I don't think so. Here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, Schlemiel, Schlemazel, Haas and Pep Incorporated.
We're gonna do it. Give us any chance, we'll take it. Read us any rule, we'll break it. We're gonna make our dreams come true. Doing it our way. Nothing's gonna turn us back now. Straight ahead and on the track now. We're gonna make our dreams come.
All right, that's enough of that one. And we got 2 more to go, and our show is over with. So thanks for hanging in there, for those of you that are here. And let's get the last 2 going. Well, this one I don't think had a lot of good longevity, so to speak. This one was kind of a here and gone show, but it was cute. Definitely a cute show. I liked it, but it didn't last long.
Streaks on the china, never met it before. Who cared when you drop kicked your jacket as you came through the door? No one glared, but sometimes things get turned around and no one spared. All hands look at.
All right, and we have 1 more to go, and then we are done for tonight. And I'm going to show you 1 more wine glass, and then we are done for the night. Remember, the wine glasses are what you might be able to win if you submit your answers. So this is the last one for tonight. And then we are out of here until tomorrow. Don't forget to submit your answers by the beginning of my show tomorrow night for tonight. And I may allow people to go ahead and do that for Monday night, but it looks like we're probably going to be redoing this whole shebang next week because I haven't had enough viewers and I got to get at least 50 subscribers and 50 contested applicants.
She's a small wonder, lovely and bright and soft curves. She's a small wonder, a child unlike other girls. She's a miracle, and I grant you, she'll enchant.
All right. So that is the last one for tonight. And I just want to remind you, if you haven't checked it out, to please check out the stuff that I'm talking about that I'm going to be giving away. I will be giving away. Oh, hold on. Let me change this view, not just the other one. There we go. That one is, let's see if I can get it to focus. There we go. Are we married yet? Yeah. With 2020, this should say, and in fact, I think for whoever does win this glass, whether it's this week or next week, I think I'm going to put 2020 on it. Are we married yet? 2020. Because boy, I tell you what, it's been a heck of a year for us, and it's been a heck of a year for a lot of people, I think. This year has not been peaches and cream, that's for sure. So anyway, remember to follow my show. Remember to get yourselves subscribed. Send this to your friends and family. The directions will be on the description of this show. It may not post until tomorrow. I'm a new YouTuber, so it seems like mine are getting posted to YouTube. Unless you watch it live, it's getting posted like the next day. So you can see it on Facebook. And yes, tomorrow I will post all the, or tonight, I will post all the instructions once again, and then I will post them on the back of the description on my YouTube. So please follow. I'm doing this as a win-win, win for me, win for you. Get me subscribers, and then you too can get something out of it, a gift or whatever. So here we go, guys. We are out of here, and you have a great night. Thank you, and goodbye.